Welcome back. Let me now come back to you to continue from where we stopped.
There are a lot of the people who are ministers today who I actually had no idea about them before they came on board. And then when we saw their CV, we began to see that they are really capable hands. The president said that during his campaign that he would actually nominate or bring in experienced people, good people who would really be given the responsibility to help him rebuild the country. And we are seeing them, people like the GMT of the current Minister of State for Petroleum. We see the Foreign Affairs Minister. We see the Health Minister. We see some of the Minister of States for Labor and Productivity. We see the Minister of Trade and Investment, the Minister of Finance. I actually had no idea about this people. But when I look at read their CV and see what they have accomplished, I say, yes, these people are good managers of people and resources. They actually, with the right leadership, with the right guidance, that they will be able to bring about the change which the president has actually campaigned on during the campaign.
As a researcher and as a geologist, I know that the future does not lie in oil. Oil is a depleting resource, and solid minerals and the environment should be the way forward. So many countries, so many serious countries now spend a lot of money in looking for, yes, to protect the environment and to harness, should we say, alternative sources for energy. So I think Nigeria should not be left out on policies like this, and I think appointments of brilliant people like Amina Mohammed and Dr. Fayemi in the Ministries of Environment and Solid Minerals will actually go a long way in making us formulate the much needed critical policies in utilizing alternative energy for the good of the nation in the mid and the long term.
Given somebody like Enikin Lopobri from Bayelsa State as Minister of Agriculture in state, I haven't seen that man done anything concerning agriculture. I don't know if he has knowledge of that. You can't just tell me that people are leaders and they have good track records. So you will take someone who studied politics into someone who studied political science and put him in the area of engineering. That will not produce any result, because those people who are expert in the engineering, they will come up and give him some language to deceive him and collect a lot of the day, collect money, and you see that work will not be done. That's why people are saying that if you are going to say that you want to do things different from what they have done before, you have to assign people into a portfolio that will fit them in, like that of Babatunde Fashola, former Lagos State Governor. He has done well. Everybody in Nigeria can testify to the good work he has done. So his ministry, for me, is okay with him, because I've seen him as someone who is capable of changing things around. So his ministry is not bad, but like that of Minister of Sport, at least the president might have done better.
For me, President Buhari appointed leaders, also experts, though not directly connecting to the portfolios. The problem of this nation surpasses expertise, as it has failed us in time past, and we all know that. But we believe with quality leaders, this particular administration will do good. Obviously, some appointments didn't correlate with the thoughts of many Nigerians. Number one, like Kemi Adeosun. But I think the president has fixed his tested loyalists in those positions that are directly connected to APC's promises for his tenure. I'm talking about people like BRF, Fayemi, the Dan Bazaar, Rotimi Amechi, and Ingige. Talking about the job and employment issues. We're talking about the power issues, and so he has been able to put his test. As I said initially, that that I see a president that has been able to use the political composition at his disposal very well, and he's been able to manage them. I personally would have preferred Dr. Okechukwu Elenema to be the Minister of Finance, but I don't still think that it's a bad idea to put him to make him the Minister of Trade. But like Solomon Dalong said, he said that a lot of people might say that he doesn't have experience in sport ministry, but he has leadership skills. So I think there's already a ministry. We have civil servants there. The minister is an appointed personnel, and he's supposed to bring in his leadership skills.
The issue of labor, productivity, employment is something which has not been addressed properly before. We find that people in Nigeria, we have a system where you can hire and fire. A lot of people just go to work and they are told that they are not employed anymore. There is no law as actually protecting the rights of the people. You cannot actually be sure what happens, and then you become a slave at the place where you are employed. So you find a situation where companies just decide what to do or what they do with their employees without actually providing them the platform opportunity for them to be either be fully compensated or to have the chance to actually find another job. So these are some of the issues where we the government, the ministry has to actually address. What type of laws would be created in order to help people to get a job and keep the job?
I do not know any country in the world which has moved forward without electricity. I do not think that there is a civilization in this century of ours that has moved forward without electricity. So I think he chose the right person for the job, Babatunde Raji Fashola. I think that Fashola, because of his nature of bringing out a very good situation out of a horrible situation, which I think all of us agree that Fashola did well in Lagos. I think that the president trusts the performance of Fashola, and that because I think Fashola has this natural gift and ability of making a good situation out of a bad one. So if Fashola, and by extension the Buhari government, can provide electricity to Nigerians, then this government or this administration will be remembered for outperforming all the others that preceded her. It is true that you need electricity to create jobs for our unemployed youthful population. You need electricity to educate your people well. You need electricity to carry out quality researches in the industry and the academia. You need electricity so you can support the people at the subsistence level. So many people are not interested for working the government when they graduate.
All right, guys, thank you for coming this afternoon on the program and sharing your thoughts, but that's where we have to leave it on this segment of the program. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be joined by public affairs analyst, Jide Benson. Please stay with us.